Howard Stern coming on there. I'm coming on the same time he is, so I'm using his music. Man, screw Howard Stern. Howard Stern's a sellout. Howard Stern was great. Howard Stern was great back in the day. 09, 08, right around that area, when Artie was on the show. But man, when that COVID thing came along, God almighty, dude. When the big COVID scam came along, Howard bought into that hook, line, and sinker. All logical sense out the window. Yeah, so I'm in 4K. It's going to take forever to load this thing, but it's okay. Got a caramel frap, a caramel macchiato, because they discontinued, you know, except for Christmas, the caramel brulee. Damn Starbucks. But anyway, yeah, Howard Stern. I used to love Howard. I won a lot of money from Howard. Talked to Howard a couple times on the air. Yeah, he totally sold out to the COVID thing. He took all the money they were offering for people, for stations and stuff like that to you know, help push the COVID scam. And Howard bought into it 100%. Matter of fact, he's still doing his shows from his house, or his, like, they don't even go to the studio anymore. How stupid. That show's a wanky show now. Anyway. And the reason it's on my car is because Tesla gives you 3 months report, and Sirius just got put on the Teslas, the app, so. I talk crap to everybody about doing it, but something about Starbucks, they do have like some crack in their coffee. I don't know what it is. I had coffee from Wawa yesterday. It tastes like somebody had grinded up some fried wasp wrist and put it in a vat and started stirring it up, and then took some marinated salamander sweat and poured it in it, and then took a big stick and just stirred it. And then while they were stirring it, they put like sprinkles of some grizzly bear sweat in it, and that's how it tasted. The coffee did. It was the worst. When it went in my mouth, I didn't know. I was like, how do I get this out without projectile vomiting fast enough? And then I just opened the door and poured it out directly. Then I was like, well, I'll go to Sheetz, because Sheetz has this toasted marshmallow one. I'm like, well, that's pretty good. I go there, and this guy fixes it, and it tastes like some kind of medicine. I have no idea. But I trashed that one, and then I ended up later. And I was doing all this, by the way, because Starbucks, you know, a piece of ice hit the ground yesterday. And Starbucks was just like, forget it, we're not open. So I rode around till like 9 o'clock, and then finally when Starbucks opened, I went in and got some coffee. But that was yesterday. This is today. That's what I need to get. I need to get the Target right there, because Target still has the caramel brulee. I am up riding again at 7 o'clock because I wake up during during the night so much. I don't sleep. I wake up and don't sleep as well. Wake up a lot. So, damn, there's some apartments going over there. What is up with that? Anyway, daggone, a lot of apartments. Right on 70. But, yeah, I don't sleep well, so I was up at like 1 something, 2 something. I woke up again like 5, and finally I woke up again at 6. I'm getting up out of this bed. Bed makes me feel like I'm being a captive or something. And Amber sleeps. My dad grew up where he worked on the swing shift a lot. You know, like 12 to 8 Southern Fire Songs, like around the house. It was just a thing, like, you know, you were quiet. And it was a huge thing, you know, not to disrespect Dad or, you know, anybody. Like, you're sleeping, like, hey, so-and-so's sleeping, she'll be quiet. And then through life, I've met people where, you know, they don't even have an idea about that. They're just, if you're sleeping, they're just slamming shit around. Boom, 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 bam, bam. You're like, hey, I'm trying to sleep here. Oh, I didn't know. But anyway, so I do that at the house with Amber. I try to be really quiet. I guess that kind of builds anxiety or something. So I got to get out of the house and just go ride. And I say riding because I'm just riding in my car. My car is, on these clear mornings like this, there's no ice or anything on the road, I just let the car drive and I just got to ride. It's kind of fun just to let it see where to go. Trying to do better with Kratom. Cut back the other day to like 2. I've gotten up to 3. So I cut back to 2. Hadn't really noticed a lot of stuff. These little capsules. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to drive out here towards Kinston. The car is driving me out towards Kinston. 70. I might have to intervene to turn around. Anybody else when y'all drinking coffee? Does it get y'all all hot? Like you might be in your car and it feels pretty good, and then you start drinking coffee and you get super hot. It's kind of how it is going down. It's gotten super duper hot since I started making this video because I drank half a cup of this coffee. Uh-oh, I cut the FSD off. So the FSD is a camera. There's a camera up there. There's 3 cameras up there actually that kind of look ahead of the road, and there's cameras on the side of the car too. But if you can tell by my face, the sun's coming up in the east right here, and it is just blaring. And just like my eyes, you know, I can move around, kind of see shadows and shapes, and know how to drive through this. But the camera, the FSD, if it's shining right into the sun like this now, it just it will cancel just for safety reasons because it can't see. See if I can make it do it. Yeah, see, it won't even go on FSD. Yeah, because of the sun. Hey, which is a good thing. I don't want this thing wrecking. I don't want this thing wrecking. My southern accent sometimes. I talk to some people and they're like, "Are you from here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from Wilson." And they're like, "Oh, well, you don't have any kind of accent. You sound like you're from California or somewhere." I'm like, "What?" And then I hear myself, and good Lord, I hear myself talking on tape. I sound like a spoonful of butter that's put in your grits. That's what I sound like when I'm on video. I did a wedding for one cool couple, a nice couple. Matter of fact, the girl's my friend. She's really cool. But her husband, we did like a Zoom call the night before, like I used to do with a lot of my wedding clients. And anyway, we did the call that day, and then we got to the wedding, and I met him like in person. Said, "Hey," he was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you." He said, "When we talked on the phone yesterday," he said, "I thought you were British." I was like, "What? You thought I was British?" I sound like somebody's country grandma working on a farm. I hate the way I sound. I try to talk like, I don't know what you call it, normal? I hate to say normal, like people in the South don't talk right. Like Amber, she'll do that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna pick on you, honey. Amber, you know, like she talks kind of like me. I mean, she's country, but she tries to pronounce words, you know, properly and all that. But like, she used to go to her grandmama's, or she'll go see her mom for a while, and she'll be over there a couple hours, and then she'll come back. And when she comes back, she's like, "I mean, I told Mama, you can't mess with that light. That thing came over last night." And I'm like, "What night light? Where did you develop this super southern accent from in an hour?" But you know, that's just my face is already too bad. That's because the sun's coming through. But yeah, you know how you hang around people, man. You just kind of that humanism, just kind of like, I guess some people would be worse than others. I'm kind of like that. If I got around a bunch of gangsters, you know, kind kind of talk thuggish, kind of, you know, what's up, brother? Stuff like that. I'd fall right into it. You know, my son Caden does that stuff. I can tell, like, you've been hanging out with some of his gangster friends, you know. He'll come back, he'll be talking super gangster. And then, like, he'll hang out with his mom's boyfriend. His mom's boyfriend's like a country guy. And I'll notice he'll start phrasing his words and saying country stuff, southern. I'm just like, dude, talk like yourself. Don't talk like one of your mama's boyfriends. But anyway, yeah, it's just a thing, and that's humans do, man. I did it too. I get around people. I don't know if I ever get around country people and just start talking country, saying words like lot and not. Like that ain't me. But to each its own. It's weird how humans are, you know. Like, you know, the show House, doctor, you know, Greg House, and he's a opiate addicted, you know, doctor. If I watch enough of that, I'll become an asshole. I'll be a butthole. I mean, I'm talking about if I watch it a lot. Like if I have, like, I'm sick or home rested or something for a day, and I just kind of put it on and I'll watch the episodes. And later that day, I'll be making smart comments to people. I'll be talking down to people. They say something, I'm just like, well, you're stupid. So it's like you pick up those little intricacies of their personality or something. I don't know why we're like that. We're weird. I guess everybody is like that, but obviously some people are. I am. Like I said, Amber does the whole southern talk thing. I'm pretty sure you know people who do that too. Excuse me. I had to belch. Amber thinks because I got a belch, she keeps from that side up. I burped one time. She said, you need to go get a colonoscopy. I was like, what? She's like, you need to go get a colonoscopy. You burp a lot. I'm like, there's so many reasons for some kind of digestive problem to have gas and stuff besides that. You know, something bad. Just thinking something horrible. But I'm like, it's probably stress anxiety. Stress anxiety causes your body to produce gas and you burp a lot and stuff. But, yeah. She thinks she's like, get a colonoscopy because you burp too much. I'm like, I don't burp at all. I mean, I burp a few times, but that's it. I know men who just everywhere. Gonna be burping up the whole alphabet. But she thinks I need a colonoscopy. I do need one. I think my last one was due 2023, which is obviously past there. But I don't know about the colonoscopy thing. I mean, I think they can look in there and see stuff, obviously, you know, but also too, like with breast cancer and like biopsies and stuff like that. You know, sometimes your body will have some kind of cancerous type cells, or, you know, the genes are turning on for cells, or for cancerous type cells, and then they go in and biopsy it. And what happens when they biopsy anything? I'm pointing to my face because I have this little spot that I'm worried about. But once they go in and biopsy, it cuts up, and those cells break and they start to divide. They get cut, and that a lot of times can cause cancer. As you notice, a lot of people will have. And by the way, this is not any medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything. I'm a high school dropout, as a matter of fact. But you cut those cancer cells. You know, like if you were to go in for biopsy it, and it was cancerous, it starts to divide the cells and they can spread. And that's usually what happens. Is what I was going to say. You start, you go in, doctor says, "Oh, I see this. Let's biopsy," and then before you know it, it spreads, more cancer here. So, cannabis oil, I hear and have seen, has hang on, get some. There you go. Cannabis oil has very prominent effects on skin cancer, from what I've read, the research I've done. So I need to order, and they may even have it in stores now around here, but I need to order some cannabis oil because I get this little dark spot right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right here. It's really nothing. It's just kind of darker than the rest of my skin. It doesn't even have any edges or patches or anything like that. But yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that and get rid of the blocking the sun. But yeah, the dark spot bothers me, so I gotta do that, get that checked out. But not about the doctor, not get the skin biopsy. But so next week, I think it's when I go to my cardiologist. I go to my cardiologist, and he takes me up to Plavix, which is the anticoagulant, which keeps your platelets from clotting up. So that's why I bleed so much when I bleed, because my platelets never clot up. But I go there, and then the following week is when I go have my remaining 7 teeth pulled, which I am, to be honest with you, scared out of my mind, because there's some relations to people having dental work, teeth pulled, cut, implants, stuff like that, where stuff breaks and is cut, and where little micro pieces can get into your blood and cause a heart attack. Oddly enough, I got 2 implants right here, which are female, and they go in, and they're basically like female screws, like holes, receiving holes with threads. And then they'll have these little things that go down on that, and then the bottom dentures I get will come in and pop on that, and they got like locked down. But I got these teeth pulled, and of course that's a lot of 7 holes. And when I had the implants put in, I had the heart attack 2 weeks after I had the implants put in. So I am scared out of my mind that they're going to get some particles or something that's going to go get back in my bloodstream and I have a heart attack. But what are you going to do? My teeth are beyond ugly. They're terrible looking at the bottom. I just want to smile, man. I just want to smile like I used to and be confident and, not have to worry about that. But on the other hand, I'm kind of like, man, I do not want to die. This is stupid. Like I'm getting new teeth. Some vanity project at the risk of that. But I don't know. You talk to some people and they're like, no, there are no relations. But I've read the research on it. There is several where they followed people from when they got implants or anything like that, and like a group of them, they followed them and then found out that it was several people had heart attacks and strokes in, I think it was like a 6-month span after their dental procedure. But anyway, I'm scared to death about that, but that happens next week. So man, I hope I'm here to keep talking to you guys. I don't really want to die, but well, man, I've talked to you guys enough. I got to get on with the day and get it started. I hope you guys have a good day. Regardless of what I do, come on, squirrel. Damn, squirrel just got killed. Regardless of what I do, not believe in myself, having no self-confidence, etc., etc. Believe in yourself. Have self-confidence. You two people are gods. So, all right, peace out, y'all.